If you've been in the market for a used Kia Niro EV, you may have stumbled across two different trims. We have the Wind and the Wave. On the surface, it's hard to tell which one is actually better. After all, they're both named after forces of nature. But in today's video, we will break down the real-world differences between the Kia Niro EV Wind and the Wave and help you decide which one is actually worth your money on the secondhand market. Starting off this overview, we're going to discuss what's the same between the Kia Niro EV Wave and the Wind. These two main categories are powertrain and performance. Both of these vehicles offer the same 64.8 kilowatt hour battery pack that's good for an EPA range of 253 miles. Both of these vehicles can fast charge from 10 to 80% in around 43 minutes thanks to an 85 kilowatt peak charging rate. These two cars also have the exact same AC onboard charger of 11 kilowatts. As for power, we get 201 horsepower mounted up front on both of these vehicles, delivering a 0 to 60 time within the 7-second range. In terms of the on-paper specs, both of these cars are exactly the same. In terms of the exterior, a lot of the same is going on with the Wind and the Wave. For instance, both of these cars have keyless entry, LED turn signals built into the mirror, 17-inch alloy wheels, black roof rails, and a power-operated tailgate. The differences don't really start to manifest until you get up to the front of the car. If you get the Kia Niro EV Wind, we only have halogen headlamps. We still have LED running lights, but the headlamps are halogen, which is actually kind of weird for a 2023 to 2025 model year car. When you upgrade to the Wave, you get LED projector headlamps, LED fog lights, and power folding side view mirrors. Going back to the Wind, we can explore its interior. So one of the first things you'll notice is that the interior gets these hybrid cloth leatherette seats. They're pretty comfortable, though they're not full leatherette, so you have cloth inserts on the insides of the seats. The passenger seat is manually adjustable, though both the driver and passenger seats are heated. The driver's seat gets 10-way power adjustment, so you don't have to rely on manual adjustments if you are the driver. Even though this is the entry-level model of the Niro EV, the materials are pretty decent. So the whole dashboard is all soft touch materials, and we even get some LED accent lighting within this dashboard area. Other amenities include a wireless phone charger, a USB-C port, a USB-A port, and 2 cup holders. If you opt for the Wind Preserve package, then you get heated rear seats and a heat pump built into the car. But if you have a base model like this, you just get AC vents for the back seats. As for connectivity and sound, you can use Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, though you will need to use a cable to connect your phone, and you get a 6-speaker sound system. Upgrade to the Niro EV Wave, and you get a lot of nice changes. The first one is a 120 volt power outlet for the back seat. So this is a regular AC wall plug, so you can charge your laptop, or even level 1 charge another EV from the back seats of your Niro EV. That's pretty sweet. The next change are these leatherette seats, so these seats feel a little bit more premium, and up front, both of which are power operated, and they're also ventilated. So you have heated, ventilated, and power operated front seats in the Niro EV Wave. Other changes include a memory driver's seat, a heated steering wheel, and a head-up display. But my favorite two features include the power opening glass sunroof and the Harman Kardon sound system. In terms of interior amenities, the Niro EV Wave really punches above its class. On the safety front, the Niro EV Wind gets 1-pedal driving, blind spot monitors located in the side view mirrors, a backup camera with rear parking sensors, and HDA. HDA uses adaptive cruise control and lane centering to make your highway drives much less stressful. You can take your hands off the wheel for around 30 seconds as it will center itself in the lane for you on the highway. The Niro EV Wave really beefs up the safety amenities you get on the Wind. The first feature is front parking sensors. So on the Niro EV Wind, we only get rear parking sensors. Now we get front parking sensors, so you're covered from both sides. We also get HDA 2.0. This is very similar to HDA 1.0, but now this adds on automated lane changes. So you simply put on your blinker and the car will change lanes for you. The next feature is Smart Park. So now you can use the key and the key alone to move the car forward and backward. So you simply press the lock button, hold the remote start button, and then you can move the car forward and backward from your key. This is very helpful if you're in a tight parking spot. The final safety feature that this car adds, it's not really a safety feature, but it's cool to know anyways, is phone as a key functionality. So now you can use your phone to lock and unlock the doors and even start up the car. So if you lose your keys, you still have your phone to drive your vehicle. The final category is pricing. The Niro EV Wind tends to be at around $20,000. You can find some with higher miles for less or some with lower miles for more. But this particular one is priced at $20,000 with 53,000 miles on the odometer. It's important to note that Hertz actually had a bunch of Niro EV Winds in its rental fleet and has since offloaded some of them. So there are less expensive examples on the market, but they will be ex-rental units. The Niro EV Wave, on the other hand, tends to be priced at around the low to mid $20,000 range. This particular one is priced at $24,000 with only 14,000 miles on the odometer. To view this in a different context, you have one car with 39,000 fewer miles and a higher trim level with lots of additional standard amenities for $4,000 more. If that's a price you're willing to pay, then it makes a lot of sense to upgrade to the Wave. But those are the general prices. If you want to stick to something at around the $20,000 mark, then you go with a Niro EV Wind. And if your budget is more like $25,000, then it would make a lot of sense to upgrade to the Wave. Now, what do we recommend? The Niro EV Wind or the Wave? Well, if you have a strict budget, I recommend just going ahead with the Wind. These prices are really good at around $20,000, and you'll be pleased with a relatively nice array of standard amenities. Heated seats, HDA, a wireless phone charger, and more. There's a lot more features in this subcompact crossover than many of the competitors on the market, like the Chevy Bolt EUV. But if you have a larger budget to work with, I think you'll be really happy with the Niro EV Wave. This car has a really solid array of standard amenities ranging from ventilated seats, Harman Kardon sound system, sunroof, and many more. This car just feels very premium, and it even rivals more expensive cars in terms of standard features like the EV6 GT line. Nevertheless, both of these cars offer a healthy EPA range of 253 miles, and if that's what you're looking for, you'll be happy with either trim.